So that's a thing.
Well, if we were on time, people would be upset. So,
well, hey, we're only 2 minutes late today. I call that being on time. When Josh and Philbo are concerned, that's being on time. Sweet. There we're live on YouTube. We got to be live on Twitch. I guess on YouTube we don't have ads. Let me check that shit out.
YouTube doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, YouTube's like, go fuck yourself constantly.
You get no ads.
Right. All right, let me check our volume.
Specifically me.
Yeah, you're a little quiet right now. So just push yourself up and then, keep the mic away so you're not harsh.
Right. All right. Am I back up?
Let's find out.
Am I back up?
Even when we're sound checking, we're hilarious.
Sound checking. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, you're definitely a little high. So just turn yourself down a little bit, and I think we'll be okay. And we can just kick it off. That sound good to you? That sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet, baby.
One more
Woo!
time.
Woo! All right. Oh, God. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Just kidding. It's actually time to call the G-Man. Here we go. What's up? Welcome. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shameless Plug Show, where we talk about our merch for about 45 minutes, and then we talk about the show. I guess a little bit. At some point, we actually have to give content to the.
We'll be entertaining eventually.
Right. Eventually. Do me a slight favor, Josh. Just move the microphone a little bit further away, and I think we'll be in a good spot. Yeah, that's perfect. And slide over. Yeah, perfect. There we go. All right, cool. Sexy. So what's up, everybody? This is episode 10. We got a lot to talk about today. Even though we don't, but we're gonna fucking fishtail and dogtail and slide and slurve through a bunch of conversations like we usually do. So as always, I know we got a bunch of new people checking us out on TikTok. So if part of the show is if you guys got something for us to talk about, let us fucking know. Right now, I don't even know if we can see people talking to us on TikTok. So if you want to talk on TikTok, that's fine. That's for the community. But if you want to hit us up and let us know something personally, hop on over to Twitch real quick and drop something in the chat and we can talk about it. So that's the best way right now. But that's fine because we got a fucking episode to do. So let's fucking do it, Josh. Are you ready for today? Because I'm ready for today.
I think so.
Hell yeah. Also, I'm Philbo. Maybe I should have said that at some point.
And I'm Josh.
There we go. And this is Digging Her Out.
I'm the bright morning star. He's the host outside of time.
And together,
go watch our videos. Together, we hate each other. I don't.
Hell yeah! All right, Josh. So start us off right. Start us off with a drink, because that's the only way to start off. As always.
So thanks to Gator Chester. Shout out from the cabin.
He was
looking to offload a few things, and we got one of these bad boys. Hang on. Got a little 93 proof, 46.5%. Just a little. Just a little. What, we're the Three Stooges now. We just need an extra stooge.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna take the dick sweater off of it. We're not gonna need that.
We may have just made a reference. I know. I think they were popular in the 30s and 40s, but their vaudeville act goes back beyond 1924. So we may have just basically made a reference that's over 100 years. And we're streaming to TikTok for like 14-year-old children. So congratulations.
Hey, kids.
Although our stream will get age restricted, so it doesn't really matter.
It will get, well, hopefully, because listen, kids, you're going to want to hide away from your parents because we're going to say some shit that you shouldn't hear. So if you want to continue watching, that's on you. But warning to everyone, this is an explicit podcast, and we do, well, we drink, we smoke sometimes. He's showing the guns. This is partial nudity. Like, he's not full frontal. This is partial nudity.
We're breaking the Patreon and Twitch rules right now.
We get socially explicit sometimes. Like, we out certain corporations for murdering their employees, which is
true.
Looked down on by some parents. I don't know if you're a Trump supporter, but look. Anyway, I'm gonna pour me a drink before somebody comes in with a 9mm. Let me clean off the little condensation. So, kids, if you're looking for a good bourbon to try it the first time,
so kids,
Uncle Nearest 1884. I've been taking shots of it in pre-gaming, and not bad.
Nice. I thought, yeah, I got 2 fucking basically half liters of 1800 tequila sitting in the cabinet right now too. So, because somehow I don't know how, but somehow I came home with both bottles of tequila. And I was trying to go home with one of them. I left one up there for everybody to have one. And then somebody came down and said, nobody's taking this. It's the last thing up there. And I'm like, I'll take.
I mean, I figured somebody would take it. I don't really, I had my tequila kick, and I'm not really. And by the way, those are more than half liters, right? Those are 1.75.
Those, yeah, but I got about half of them left. I know they're 0.75 milliliters. So
they're big. By the way, the size of that aviation gin was a monstrosity.
Have you drank it all already?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Get down there.
Thundercat was actually trying to, like, she was pouring shots, and it was like she had to like use her full arm to actually turn it up and pour a shot.
Nice.
Right. So we're gonna meet that with a little rip it. Shout out to the tree.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is that? Looks like John Cena's energy drink. You know, like how The Rock and what's his face, Clooney have tequilas. That looks like if John Cena made an energy drink.
Well, one way or the other, it's not bad, and it's shout out to the tree. It's $1.25. So
shout out John Cena, ripping it. Yeah, exactly. You can't see this drink.
All right, so dicks and dickettes, all the children watching on TikTok. All of our fantastic subscribers, all the followers, click that button and be a subscriber, and I'll take a shot of this great shit for you. To this beautiful 5-head bastard. We're going to have a great fucking episode. Stay tuned.
Hell yeah.
Ask questions, chime in. It won't matter much. I'm getting drunk. Cheers.
Exactly. That's all you need to know. So, that being said, everybody, what the fuck is up? I think, Josh, what we should do first to draw everybody in, let's talk about our favorite national corporation, Boeing. Who has? I
don't have a statement prepared. They don't even know that we're gonna have to apologize next.
Well, they're too busy killing their former employees. Like their PR department forgot to put out a statement this. Right. Oh wait! Hold on! Somebody's at the door. Hold on.
And if we keep doing it, then they're eventually going to kill us.
Hold on, they gave me a piece of paper to read off of. We here at the Boeing Corporation love committing crimes, mostly offing our own employees. And this time we are taking full responsibility. And please ride 737 Maxes; they're definitely safe. Thank you and good night. They went really direct this time.
That sounds paraphrased. I'm sure that they'll send me the full document to read next time.
Well, it was like a telegram. Like the guy like ran to the door. He had the old newspaper hat on, you know. Right. He knocked on the door and said, "Sir, I got a telegram for you," and then he just ran away. It was a quick interaction. I'm gonna tell you, their technology is so outdated. They can't keep doors on airplanes, and they can't send text messages apparently. So
or cowlings on motors, or
right.
or asses in the seats,
right.
Or employees to keep their mouths shut. Because
right.
Like, if you're a big corporation, I mean, I think they're the biggest thing that they're not doing is offering hush money. Like I'm currently watching The Sopranos for the first time, and the biggest thing you do is look, make it worth their while. Like
Right.
have them sign an NDA, give them an undisclosed large amount of money, set them up a shell
Bam.
corporation in the Cayman Islands, so they never have to answer to Uncle Sam for the taxes. You know, every once in a while, send a 14-year-old. I can't say that. Never mind. I was going dark with that.
You were going Jeffrey Epstein. No, but I mean,
Epstein Island. But
I was gonna say we're speaking from experience right up until you said that. So
no, we are not. And here at Dickin' Around LLC, we treat our employees with, well, I won't say respect, but respect
we treat our employees.
We treat our employees
in a manner befitting some mostly of legal manner.
Well, the manner in which we treat our employees reflects their attitude towards their work, and it's
there
not
we go.
Well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not well.
Turns out nobody wants to work for free. What can you do?
I mean, we gave them bonuses. It was what, like $26 in a sticker.
Yeah, and also I'm pretty sure like an energy drink. We gave him a Rip It energy drink too.
Rip It.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Which we are actually sponsored, but not by Rip It.
Right, we are. We still haven't dropped that sponsorship.
So we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait. They need to send me some stickers.
It's by Magnum Condoms.
They have it. It turns out they need to manufacture a condom large enough for us to use first. That's why we're waiting.
Well, no, see, we can't actually use the product. That's why they like it. It's like a non-coke addict selling cocaine.
Right.
So
it's perfect.
Like, but I also learned you can use a condom that's larger than your penis if you just pinch it up with a clothespin.
Like, okay, that works.
Yeah, it's almost like choking up on a bat, you know? Like,
it's like choking up on a bat. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. So next time you're having problems, just choke up on it, kids. That's a PSA.
If you put enough regular size condoms on, eventually the Magnum will fit.
Don't they say no? That's in a Macklemore or Little Dicky song or whichever white rapper that didn't take themselves seriously to some degree. Like when you put more than one condom on, it stops working properly. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Kids, go to your parents. Get clearance. Yeah.
Tell them Josh and Philbo are giving you bad information.
tell them Josh and Philbo had nothing to do with it whatsoever, and don't get us canceled. No, that would be ideal. Don't. That would be ideal. So anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how many more people have to suddenly, unalive themselves, and or suddenly get unalived randomly in the middle of the day. This guy was 45 years old, so it's all. The other guy was 62, and he didn't die of natural causes. He unalived himself with a weapon in the car, like you said, with only one round in the chamber. And the gun wasn't registered to him. Nobody knew where it came from. It was a whole fucking thing. So
right. The hand weapon that was used, he didn't own,
right,
and no one knows who owned it. And it was only loaded with one round, and that round was expended into his forehead. Which, look, in an unaliving circumstance, typically you won't actually turn the weapon on yourself and do it through the forehead. Yeah,
it's usually like side of the head.
This number,
right? Or I like the fist. The fist is a good way to get around the censorship too. That. Even one of these is pretty popular too.
I can go get one and show you.
But TikTok would literally have a seizure. Like we might actually break TikTok.
Out. Yeah. No, we would actually cause World War III because China would actually come unalive us.
Right, exactly. It'd be a whole thing.
It'd be a thing. But listen, kids out there, if you're going to do it, just don't do it. Look, there's numbers out there that you can call, and it's not Boeing's hotline. I promise you.
It's definitely not 1-800-FLY-BOEING because
Uncle Chucky will come see you.
he'll hop on his all-terrain Segway, start motoring towards you.
And he's not taking a Max there, I promise.
Oh no, he's taking a G6. No, here's the thing isn't a G6 like super outdated at this point? Or do they just keep
G5
updating them?
And then the G6, but I think they're still on the G6. But I think they've actually updated them. I think the G6 came out like 5 or 6 years ago. But
no, it didn't come out 5 or 6 years ago because they've had songs about the G6 dating back to like the 2000s. They're like, Literally, like a G6 came out in like 2008. So I don't.
Which
no
is.
Idea. I don't know. That's
like a G6.
Yeah. There's they. It's a rap song, so the entire song is like a G6. They just say that over and fucking over.
No, that was. I know who that was. That was.
You're more hip and in touch with the kids than I am.
Yeah,
for some reason.
But it wasn't. I mean, it was a rap group, but not. It was one that I can talk shit about because they're not coming over.
They're not the Crenshaws. They don't have you on speed dial. Yeah, they're gonna show up at your house selling meat, trying to beat the shit out of you.
They're not Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You're not gonna get routed out.
I keep wanting to say Waka Flocka, but it wasn't Waka Flocka. It was
Waka Flocka Flame or whatever the fuck. How did that song go? I remember he had the short bus. Didn't he have the short bus shorty song, or was that just a joke song?
That was a joke song, but
he was called out, and that's right. He was called out.
I never got into that. There's a certain genre of rap that is just a fucking joke. And yes, I include Drake in that, so we might go to war with Canada over this. But
oh, sorry, Mr. Enchant. What's up, buddy? I guess we can see our TikTok chat, so that's not. So what's up, buddy?
Can we?
Yeah, I guess we can. So that's a thing.
Well, I can't see shit, but anyway,
you're not important.
Well, I'm kind of more important than you, but we'll argue about that later.
We'll have it. Oh, hold on. I gotta get the dog.
Well, the dog butler. But no, I never got into like certain kinds of rap, like Waka Flocka or like Flow Rida or any of that shit. It just it always seemed like a joke, but I don't think they were joking. But there were also like no real hits in the rap world, and I'm sorry if I'm hurting some kids' feelings. Siren, what's up?
What's up, Siren? Zito, your thoughts?
Zito, your thoughts? Would you just carry it like you're carrying it down the fucking stage?
Yeah, like he's a fucking chihuahua. He's my lapdog. What am I gonna do with
it? Goodness.
It's funny because he gets so fucking scared when he's sitting in my lap. So it's like he just shuts the fuck up immediately. He's like, I don't fit it in your lap, but I know this, and I don't know what to do about it. You're okay, bud. Your boy's gonna come by later and take care of you.
He only almost bit me twice. I'd be like Sammy in Blue Mountain State. Like, no, he fucking bit me.
Forgot about the goat biting. That's hilarious. I love that part.
It's like, oh yeah, no, he's so
he's
cute.
like, oh, he's like, oh, he fucking bit me, man. Yeah, that's hilarious. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've been age restricted. Apparently, we got a hate speech violation on TikTok, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. I didn't know we were talking about hate speech. Maybe we should just stop talking about rappers.
Did we hate speech?
No. Who knows what that even means?
So we got taken down?
No, we're not taken down. We're still alive. We just got flagged. So I guess we're done talking about rappers. We're not done talking about Boeing though. Maybe that was Boeing. There's nothing we can do about it, Josh. Don't try to fight the system.
I'm not being censored on this shit. No.
I think they saw that I had a German Shepherd, and then a couple of questions got raised.
And we're talking about black people, but if we're gonna be censored, this is gonna take a hard left turn. I will tell you that.
I just won't tell you then until it's over.
Our faithful few know that. Never mind. Yeah, Boeing is good at getting things taken down. Yeah.
So is my ex-fiance.
No, Siren, like you were there when they took us down. This is censorship.
Yeah, Boeing is coming after us, and I, for one, will not stand for it. I'll go protest on the college campuses. Ever
censored, have a refreshing Corona Extra.
If you're ever censored, buy our Dickin' Around merch. We got those guns out today, baby, for the promo. It's all for the promo. You know, what can I do?
Sun's out.
Sun is out. The guns are out. The muscles. TikTok, calm down. Yeah. So but anyway, so yeah, anyway, Boeing. I don't know. Boeing, your thoughts? They don't have it together. China, no trustworthy. Yeah, I mean,
take us down again.
Here we go. It's all coming around. So yeah, I don't know. It's not good. I was gonna say something and I totally forgot. I totally lost track. I think Zeno really threw me off.
Hang on, let me look at this. Hate speech.
What is a hate speech violation on TikTok?
I don't know. We've never had that because we don't do that.
Well, we don't. We also haven't gone live on TikTok until there is that.
Hate speech?
I'll contest it. Don't worry. We don't hate anybody except for Boeing.
Right. Because they kill their employees for telling the truth.
Right. On a live their employees. Make sure we no. So is the violent? Yeah. Well, look, we can't even go there. Okay, we gotta keep the kids. We can't insult the children while they're watching us. When they stop watching us, yeah, exactly. It's a whole thing.
We'll convert them over to Twitch. Don't worry.
Yeah. So I guess that being said, we also got another news story we got to talk about. So if everybody is not aware, because we got a lot of new people in here today, and that's fine. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the show. We are a Georgia Bulldogs and a Braves podcast, mostly because those are the best teams in the world, and whatever you think doesn't matter. So right now,
these colors don't run, bitch.
Right now, we got a interesting development. Mostly that Kirby Smart is now the highest paid football coach, not just in the NCAA currently, but in all of history. I believe.
Fuck
right?
you, Nick Saban. How does his balls taste?
Yeah, they don't.
Happy trails, motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't taste like two back-to-back national championships in 3 years. Although Nick Saban did do that. One day, look, Kirby Smart's gonna be around for so long. One day we will get the back-to-back boats. It's gonna happen. It'll be like a fucking ocean steamer in that bitch. So
the tri boats, huh?
Right. the trip boats, baby.
Like a North Atlantic tugger.
The tri-state area boats. So he's getting paid, dude. He's getting absolutely paid, just like we will be one day. So I aspire to be Kirby Smart in this situation. I think I found the formula of success, Josh. You ready? First, we got to walk into a barbershop and say, put a bowl on my head. And then we have to walk into a Dick's Sporting Goods and say, give me the shittiest visor that you got in here. And then we walk into a Walmart or a Target and we buy. And the reason why we go to Walmart, not Dick's, because Dick's has the expensive clipboards. We got to go into Walmart or Target, buy a bunch of really shitty clipboards because we're going to be breaking them all the time.
Just buy the 10-pack.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, maybe even Costco. When Costco has a clipboard sale, let's hit that bitch up because we're going crazy. But yeah, so that's the secret to success. I think that's where we've been going wrong this whole time because I don't have a $13 million salary.
But it's kind of like going to a heavy metal concert and like, you have to learn how to, like, headbanging is an actual art. Like, you learn how to do it. You learn how to sling your hair. But like when you're screaming at people 40 times your size and they listen to you, look, there's an art to slinging the bowl around. Like you have to, like, you got to hit that slow motion shot, you know. But you have to hold your breath for long enough to make your face purple before you do it, and then threaten to R-word their sister and mother unless they make a fucking tackle. And there you go. That's how you get it done. That's how you get results. Like, listen, I played quarterback for this great university for 2 years, and I wasn't bad. Right. Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, you go ahead. No, I mean, we got him locked up. I mean, I distinctly remember. How long is the contract for? They extended it 10 years, so I think it's through 2033. Go see him, Mark Richt. Toodle fucking Mark Richt. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so enjoy the sun down in Miami while they had you. Right. For 3 years while you drove that team into the ground. Right. While you made horrible decisions on the field. But I remember they signed him literally right before I moved to Savannah, and I was having my going away party. Like all my friends, like we met at a local bar and we were hanging out. I was like, this is the last time, boys. Like, you know, the oath still holds, but I'm not on call anymore. But I remember like one of my friends, he's a little, I hung out with an older crowd, probably like 10 years older than me, but he was like super into all sports, like fantasy and everything, like super into college sports. But his team was the University of Virginia. Never went there, never explained why, but his team was the University of Virginia. And he was like, so Rick's out and this guy Kirby Smart, what do you think? And I was like, anything's better than Rick.
Right now, a wet paper bag is better than.
But then he was like, so you think he's your guy? And I remember thinking, I was like, who's your guy? And he said some no-name guy, and I was like, University of Virginia won 4 games this year. Please don't ask me any more college football questions. I follow a real program. So once you step up into the big leagues, then you can ask me the big questions. But yes, I think they could beat the University of Virginia tomorrow.
Right, without Kirby, who cares? Without Kirby Smart coaching a single game,
I could coach them, and they don't even need pads.
Right.
And, like,
oh god,
Virginia can be fully padded out, fully scripted up with whatever coach they have. You can even bring in Nick Saban.
Yeah.
And the University of Georgia will absolutely just walk through them.
Right, so, exactly.
Please don't ever comment on the University of Georgia anymore. You know not what you say.
I mean, it does go to show, like, I mean, the success that we've had in the last 5, 6, 7 years that he's been there. I mean, it speaks for itself. Also, interestingly enough, he did end up surpassing Dabo Swinney, who apparently will also sign an $11 million contract, which, I mean, Clemson's been good, but here's how the problem with Clemson is, like, I feel like they always play down to whoever they're playing. Like, they always almost lose to, like, Syracuse, and I'm like, why?
Well, they have recently, and you remember Georgia had that problem under Rick, and they also had that problem, the growing pains with Kirby Smart. They play down, and it's like, we can sleepwalk through this fucking game.
Right, exactly.
Realistically, like, when you're on the national stage like Georgia and Clemson, I mean, when they were winning natties, like, or at least getting to the playoffs every season or every other season, like, you have a certain expectation, not just from the fans, but also from media, and media will put you down, and they'll talk bad about you. Like, if you lose to the University of South Carolina or just beat them by 6 points,
right?
Well, that was an opportunity, and you missed it because your guys took a fucking week off. So you're not a good coach because you let them do it.
Right. I mean, it's also part of, like, every time we play Missouri for some reason, and I know you hate this. I know you hate even talking about it, but it just happens. I don't
even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
We got to talk about it, Josh. We got to talk about it.
It's every fucking year. It's almost like it's scripted. Like, it's every fucking year.
It's like the Super Bowl where it's scripted, apparently. Yeah. The only thing that, like, I remember too thinking, like, the Super Bowl when people were making jokes about it being scripted, like Travis Kelce. Like, the only thing that didn't go perfectly for the script is that Travis Kelce didn't propose to Taylor Swift when they won the Super Bowl. That might be coming next year. So
no, and I already told shit ass, and I told another guy at work that if that fucking happened, I'll never watch the Super Bowl. I already don't watch the NFL because I just, it took a turn for the worst, and it's political and this and that, and it just doesn't.
That's just ESPN. The NFL in general has stayed relatively.
I mean, it just doesn't entertain me anymore. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I feel the same way, and, like, I feel like it's really upsetting too because I like football a lot, but it's very difficult. I don't know what it is. There's just something, and for the longest time I was like, I didn't agree with that argument. I was like, no, the NFL is football. I like football. Football is football. But there's just something that it's just missing now, and I don't know what that is. Like, I don't necessarily
look. It's the same thing. Growing up, my dad always, like, he would never watch the NBA, but he's a diehard Tar Heels fan. Like, watching college basketball, doesn't matter who they're playing, he watched the game.
Right.
And he was always like, you know, they don't play fucking defense. He's like, Jordan's a pussy. I loved him at UNC, but Jordan's a pussy because nobody guards him. And, like, he shakes him up a couple times in the first quarter. They don't want to get close to him because they don't want to be on a fucking trading card. Like, It's just one of those things where college is they're trying way harder, and everybody is listening to the coach, and everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing because they either really want to be there or really want to get their degree for free, or they want to move on to the next level to where they can get their dick sucked and not play defense. But it's just
they want to be the Alex Moran of college football.
the thing I love about college football is I wouldn't say they're suppressed in their comments, but at the same time they're careful about what they say.
Yeah,
it's all about
definitely.
Football. Like, I don't give a fuck, like, what side of the aisle you're on. I don't give a fuck your political statements. I don't give a fuck what. Like, this is not your platform. Run for office. Do shit after you retire.
Run for office,
like I'm saying, fix the shit that way. This is not like you're a physically gifted athlete. You've worked hard your entire life. This is why we watch you. We want you to bust ahead or fucking catch a touchdown, do a crazy fucking dance and get mad at somebody on the field. That's why we watch you. We don't watch you to understand like why we're doing this, why we're doing that. This is your political statement. And dude, I'm telling you, like certain events over the last 10 years in the NFL really turned me off on that. Because unlike the NBA, I feel like it is like that. It's the highest level for sure, but they really do try. I mean, you got some guys out there like Julius Peppers who just, they'll jog around for a couple plays, but he's a Hall of Famer anyway. But like when he turns it on, he turns it on. But it's entertaining to watch. But I just once I know that that's not why you want to be there, it's kind of like the Anthony Rendon thing. Like once you tell me that, I hate you, and I don't want to watch you succeed.
Right.
And
I totally
sorry if this
that.
is hate speech, but
it might be. Be careful.
But I'm saying you're literally there to entertain us. You're there to put on a show. You're there to do your best. So just shut the fuck up and play football.
I totally agree. I think for me though, for the most part, so I don't even really watch sports commentating at all anymore. Mostly because it's really just gotten so boring. Like, so I don't keep up with, and I definitely am not on Twitter, and so I don't see a lot of this, and I feel like that's really a healthy way to live your life. If you're just watching the games and then talking about it with people in your community, like, and then you're just watching, like, there's so many YouTube channels now that just blow the fucking sports commentators out of the fucking water. Like, there's just so much better coverage and breakdown, and they stick to the actual fucking game.
Look, shout out John Boy because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Exactly. So, yeah, there's just so much of that alternative media that is just eclipsed traditional media at this point. That's where I tend to stay. I'm just like, I don't like, if I really wanted to learn more, I'd go on YouTube and look at something. I wouldn't fucking turn on ESPN so Stephen A. Smith can rant to me about politics for 45 minutes.
Dude, Stephen A. Jesus titty fucking Christ.
Yeah, I don't know why at what point in time ESPN became the soapbox for Stephen A. Smith, but apparently that's just what it is now.
He took over, and then Pat McAfee, a fucking punter, like now he's like. But one thing I will give to Pat McAfee, he played the fucking game, and he played it for a fucking decade. Like
100%. Yeah.
What did he ever do?
Did he ever play in college? I don't think he even played in college, did he? Yeah.
No.
He just made a very successful career saying absolute nonsense.
He's not a fucking athlete.
Do me a favor, turn your dial down just a little bit on your mic. But yeah, it's sorry,
I'm getting a little upset. I'll take it down. But
it's okay. This is not what God. This is not Mad Money. This is not Mad Money. Sticking around edition.
Sell.
Wing. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, maybe it should be. Maybe we should just turn our podcast into the Bad Money Show. We're just like tacos versus burritos. Whop. Just hitting all kinds of different sounders.
Burritos sell, tacos buy.
Right, exactly. Hold on a sec. I got the butler.
I'm so
Take it over.
wacky. Yeah. So anyway,
no, buddy. I know.
Just we'll wind this down as far as. I guess we don't like ESPN. I get some I get my sports coverage from them, but I don't like the commentary, and especially the day off shit and listening to shit they have to say. Also, a recurring theme on there is typos, and I feel like if this is your fucking job, and these pieces of shit, I'm not even talking about Stephen A. at this point. I'm talking about just the people that actually create these articles. If it takes me less than 30 seconds to find 3 typos in the shit that you put up, and you're making 3 times my salary, you can get fucked, because that's your job. Literally, the information is number one, but how you relay that information, it's on you, and it's on the editors. And I have no room for that in my life. Like, it just upsets me more than, because the way I'm picked apart for performance and any job I've ever had, like you expect perfection and you accept excellence, but what this just fucking giant hamster wheel and this grinder that they're put through, and they're just putting it out. It's like, here, just fucking listen to it, just watch it, read it. We don't even give a fuck. We're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be excellent. Here's the information. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. And I guess that brings me to my next point. Fuck Disney, because I mean,
we're gonna be taking. Oh, TikTok. It was nice knowing you.
TikTok. We've had fun.
Yeah, it's been a ride. I'm away for literally a minute, and I come back and all I hear is "fuck Disney."
Fuck
Bam!
Disney.
Completely taken out off of the internet.
Wait, what is it? Thad said, "Fuck you, Walt Disney, you unimaginative piece of shit."
That castle should just be like our spirit guru going forward. Like, that's what you should get you should get a picture of that and hang it up behind you.
I think I will.
Yeah, that's
like me and Thad.
Yeah. You and Ronnie, now you got you and Alan Richson together at Thadland. That'd be hilarious. That would be so fucking funny.
It snows cocaine.
Yeah, dude, you gotta hit that shit up. That'd be hilarious, man. That's definitely what we gotta do.
I think that's the next step. I mean, we did hang out at Disneyland last year, so
yeah, 100%. So I think yeah, that'd be great. We should reach out to Alan Richson and be like, hey man, do you mind? Can we officially license your likeness and just work him into our podcast logo? That'd be hilarious.
Hey, we'll just wear the Thad masks.
Yes. Oh yes, that'd be awesome.
No, I feel like he's inaccessible now, but I feel like if we would have done this like 6 years ago, right, we definitely could have got to it.
Or like 10 years ago. You know, yeah, he's in that movie. I told you about that now because he's in a movie now, like a fully like AAA. I don't know what you call it, an A movie, because he's got about like British commandos in World War II or something. So he's made it. He's officially made it. Officially in Hollywood. Right. I know he's had the Reacher show, obviously, but I feel like there's a different level of prestige that comes with being in a movie. Like a released to theaters movie.
Yeah.
Josh, your thoughts? I don't have one yet, so I'm gonna keep rolling. So yeah, Thad, our Lord and Savior, unfortunately was not with you on Tail of the Dragon, but that's okay because why am I blanking? Slater was.
I had Slater.
Right. the next best thing behind that is Slater. Dude, I feel like he loved the fucking cabin too. I feel like he got the most enjoyment out of it. Probably more than anybody else.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, who do you think would have got who do you think got more out of it? Because you got to think like he's a doctor, like, and he literally works 7 days a week because he's working at the hospital. He's working as a server because he's still like he's not an intern. I forget what it is. Maybe it is. What is it when you're one above? He's a resident. That's what it is. Yeah. He's a resident, but you don't make money for the first 3 years when you're a doctor. So like he literally works.
No, he's making like $50K.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And then he's a server too on the weekend. So he literally works every single day.
But every part of that $50K is going to pay his $500,000 in student loans.
$500,000 in hair products alone.
Right. And then there's the hair.
And then there's the hair. The hair is expensive.
Which, by the way, I do have to add that photo.
Is it just his hair?
No, it's like
his hair products.
When we were stuck behind SUVs and we couldn't do anything, like we were posing for the cameras.
Oh yeah,
giving them the horns. But then he hit him with the.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great. Yeah, that's a great photo. And if we don't have his permission, sorry, we're doing it anyway. Oops, my bad. Yeah, dude, it was pretty legit. I think. What was I gonna say? I know so about, but yeah, because he's got to think he basically spent a whole, essentially 24, if not longer, hour period. And it was broken up because he didn't stay awake for 24 hours, but he spent the first 2 days basically playing the show. And like, because he just never gets time to sit down and play video games. Like he doesn't even own an Xbox because he doesn't even have time.
We had to host an intervention.
We did. It was funny though because I think it actually worked because after that he stopped playing so much. But yeah, it was
that was also before we did the Tail of the Dragon, and
true,
he had a really good time on the Tail of the Dragon. I will
say
that.
He's LARPing for when he does make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, so he can buy his own sports car and then go do it himself.
Yeah,
it's an important part of being a doctor.
I asked him if he wanted to drive, and he was like, "No, bro."
Well, he probably can't drive a manual.
I don't think he can. But...
Right. You would have stalled out a lot going.
Well, I think honestly, there were only 3 people at the cabin that could.
Yeah, you, me, and Taylor. Well, Cody can too, but apparently he's not very good at it.
So 3 full, or 3.5, 3.5.
Yeah. I mean, I would need to warm up because I literally haven't done it in years. But I mean, I used to drive a manual full time. So.
No, I'm saying it was
it's been
3.5 because Cooter wanted to take while he was wearing his Miata shirt.
I love that. Yeah, I forgot about that. He was literally like, wearing a Miata shirt.
Yeah.
What a guy. What a guy.
Which is
right.
That's why he's in the probationary stages of becoming the Ice Patrol. But
sure.
No, it was so fucking funny, dude, because he's like, so he gets in the car, like he asked me if he could take it around because there's this big parking lot before you actually kind of, you don't have any pull-offs on, at least on the Tennessee side. And he was like, "Can I just take it for a spin around the parking lot?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I don't give a shit."
Right.
And so he gets in, stalls out immediately. And I went up to the window. I was like, "What's the problem?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you had it in gear." And I was like, "What kind of monster parks a fucking Standard not in gear? What are you doing?" Right. And he's like, "Oh, we don't do it." And I was like, I've got way better parking brake than you, and why the fuck would I ever do that? And I was like, I don't think he may not have been taught by a traditional Standard driver, but you always leave it in gear. So if something fails, it just clicks on the transmission. Like it doesn't roll.
Right.
And he was like, "Okay." And then he put it in neutral and started it up and then stalls out again. He's like, "Wow, your clutch is weird." I was like, "No, it's good." That's the difference. You didn't actually have to stomp the floor to actually do it. And he was like, "Yeah, no, it's..." He was like, "I couldn't find the spot." And I was like, "Yeah, it's not deep. It's a racing clutch."
It's not deep.
But the whole time Scooter's behind him just laughing, like he almost fell down laughing. He's just standing listening to us, and it was fell down laughing. He's like, "You might tear your car up." But that's when I was like, "Do whatever you want," because I know you guys have money, but just know if you have to replace that, it's a $6,000 clutch. So have fun.
So break a leg, kid. Yeah, that's hilarious.
So he was really ginger after that.
He already had to replace Scooter's differential on his Miata, so pretty a thing too. Yeah. So anyway, I got the video here of you guys going down the tail, and we'll go no audio on this.
Oh, you don't get to hear this or the.
Well, it's a 2.5 minute video is the problem. Well, it's also very blurry.
Well, thanks later.
Right. Also, the audio on the video is quiet, so you know for a fact nobody's gonna be able to hear it.
But also, he did a really good job as far as, dude, I was slinging him the fuck around, like, like just him getting this. This is the best video. The other videos are literally like
he's just losing his shit
because he's trying to be up on the dash. I was like, "No, just sit back," because you have racing seats and it'll keep you like this.
Exactly,
and
it'll keep you
leaning up, and he was going like. Doing shit like that. I was like, "Yeah, no, man." But dude, he was super excited, man. And like he after my last run, because I was burning my brakes.
That's the Porsche pull off right there.
My brakes were burning up, my fucking tires were fucked, and Scooter was like, I'm gonna do another run, come on. And I was like, "Nah, she's had enough for right now." Like, but I don't think what he realized is I was pushing it way harder than he was. So like, when I was following him, no, he was pacing me. But at the same time, I told you, the last run I did, Cooter had a 6-minute head start, and I caught up to him like 3/4 of the way down. Like I was pushing like fuck. Yeah. Like you hear the tires squealing. Like Slater's literally holding onto the ceiling and doing this shit.
I love that. Yeah, that's great. You know, I do kind of regret that I didn't go with you guys. Now that I think about it, I just wasn't in the right mood for it that day. But I do want to go again at some point. You know, I'm sure. I don't know. We'll probably keep going to cabins roughly in the Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina area. So I'm sure it'll be relatively achievable in the future.
Yeah.
But you'll have to sling me around at some point.
If we do beach trip, it's not going to happen. But
that's true. Yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing. We got to think about what we're gonna do next year. We gotta start planning.
Yeah, you know, we might let the dicks and dickettes decide for us.
Ooh.
But
they'll be like, we'll end up in South Dakota because ramming speed, either South Dakota or Austria. Those are our only two choices.
First of all, Mater would fucking love that.
Like, I would love South Dakota. Yeah, because of Sturgis. But South Dakota is fucking beautiful. I would go out to the Badlands, dude, in a heartbeat. I fucking love that. I love the South. I'm like the only person in the world who's like, yep, South Dakota, baby.
That's not true. And I retract my previous statement. I have been to the Badlands, but because I said on an episode previous that I had never been. I did think about moving there, but
that's true. I remember that.
I have been. But it was just to the Badlands. I didn't go to any of the cities or anything like that.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's fucking amazing.
It is amazing. It's breathtaking.
It really is.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you this, but like the first time when I was younger, like I didn't really understand like natural beauty that much, and I hadn't really been exposed to a whole lot of it. Right? Like it's not like Georgia is a beautiful place, sure, but it's not like there's really nothing in Georgia that's breathtaking.
Right.
And I was 12 years old. We went to Cooperstown for a tournament there, for a baseball tournament, and then we went to Niagara Falls. And I just remember seeing. Sorry, just dropped this a link. I don't know if that's safe or not.
I'll click first.
All right.
Oh shit.
But region Werthersee. Where she can tell us how to pronounce that. That does look really cool though. Werthersee. You have to say it with the German. Where I grew up, you can come visit. LMAO. Well, so here's the thing about that. I don't have enough money to make it to Austria. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. If I ship myself in a package, I know it will only cost $3,000 to get there. So maybe I'll try that route first. I don't know if I can get back. But I can definitely get there.
Box ourselves up in a crate with some snacks.
Exactly.
We'll be there never because we'll get lost somewhere.
Oh wait, is the W a V? Is it actually Vutasi or something like that? Vutasi. Yeah, there we go.
Vutasi,
yeah. Oh Lord. Yeah. Let's see. So this is cool. Let me show this to the audience real quick so they actually know what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, Vutasi. Oh, yeah. Look, there's Siren right there. She made a whole video about it.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it actually, I guess it's like a river. I mean, obviously because Austria is landlocked. But yeah, it looks very pretty. It kind of reminds me of, strangely enough, a little bit of Croatia. Now Croatia it's in the Aegean, so it's or not in the Aegean. I'm sorry, it's in the Tyrrhenian Sea for the most part. But the water like very clear like that. It has like they have like little islands and stuff like in the so for some reason it kind of reminds me of Croatia. It's Austrian Croatia, I guess. Very beautiful though. But dude, Badlands National Park. Anyway, so let me finish telling my story. So I go to Niagara Falls for the first time, and then I'm just completely blown away because I'm like, holy shit, this is so like it's so fucking big, and it's not even close to being like the largest waterfall in the world. Victoria Falls would make Niagara Falls look like a fucking spigot. But it's just so epic, and I'm just completely taken aback. And it was like literally at that point in my life I realized like, holy shit, I really like the outdoors. I want to see more stuff like this, and and then the Badlands had the same effect. I was just like, wow, this is like, it's just weird because it doesn't really, like, if you look at a picture of the Badlands, like you wouldn't think you'd be like taken away by it, but you go there and it's just like something you've just never seen before. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I mean, for me it was the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And that was,
I haven't been there yet. I really want to go. Maybe we should do that for the cabin trip.
Yeah, going like to the southern rim and actually
Yeah.
to where it's just a suggestion, don't climb on the rocks. Like it literally, there's signs posted, you'll die. And
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
but like, they have good views, but if you actually do what other people do that we did, that like you go and it's not a giant railing, it's just like a
Right.
wire connected to like
Right.
posts. But if you actually like go out there, and we slid down a couple things, but it was, dude, and I'm not great with heights. I'm not terrified, but I'm not great with heights. But like when you get out on this little like peninsula rock, and you're just looking down, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah. No, it's
You
wild.
look around, you're like, oh my God, dude. Like I can't,
Yeah.
like that's one thing Danny, that's a gift that my buddy Danny gave me. He's like, dude, you've seen it in movies, you've seen it in photos, you've seen it this, you feel it when you're there. Like you actually feel how immense this fucking thing is.
Right. That's pretty
And
wild.
yeah, and dude, I was blown away. And I mean, I can't say anything else. If you haven't been to the Grand Canyon, go. I know it's a long trip from Austria, but listen,
it's a long trip for many places in the U.S. It's super isolated, which is the problem. Like, there's nothing around it. So it's very like wherever to get there, you have to drive like a minimum of 5 hours.
That's not true.
Yeah, like even if you go into Phoenix, even if you go to like Phoenix or something, it's still like a 4-hour drive. Yeah,
no, it's not.
I'm gonna pull it up on Google Maps right now,
dude. I visited, my buddy was living in Tucson, and it was like a 3-hour drive, and then it was like a 2-hour drive to Vegas.
Let's see, Tucson. I'll do it right now. Tucson. Yeah, but was he driving in the Type R? Is the question.
No, it was a fucking Nissan Frontier.
Gotta be careful with those Frontiers. Tucson, Arizona. Okay, let's do it right now. Google Maps says 5 hours and 19 minutes.
Well, it felt like 3.
But I guess Flagstaff. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, you gotta fly in somewhere that's accessible. So like, you gotta fly into like Phoenix, rough probably. I think that's usually not the safest, but the shortest route. A lot of people go to Vegas and do it.
Yeah, but Phoenix is west of Tucson, right?
I thought Tucson is in the southern part of the state. I thought Phoenix was like the middle of the state. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
I think Tucson's closer.
No, Phoenix is definitely closer. Tucson is south of Phoenix. From Phoenix, it's only 3.5 hours.
Okay.
So definitely more doable. I feel like you can fly to Flagstaff though too, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's definitely not. It's definitely a smaller airport, but
yeah, it'd cost you a lot more.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you'd also have to have 3 layovers.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to from here. You'd have to go to New York City, to Chicago, to Los Angeles, and then to Flagstaff,
and then get arrested in Denver, and then
right. We don't talk about that. Also, yeah. So, Vertu means the sea means lake. So yeah, and also never been to the U.S. Well, you should change that because the U.S. is fucking gorgeous. It is called America the Beautiful for a reason. It is amazing. How much shit is here.
Proud to be American, at least I know
or at least we know TikTok can take advantage of the young people.
Where 14-year-olds can view us on TikTok.
Actually, no, it's age restricted, so they can't. So, but they probably lie about their age. I mean, who the fuck doesn't lie about their age to get online?
Well, that's like anytime I go to look at a certain alcohol or like distributor or cigarettes or anything like that online, right. They just say enter your date of birth.
Right.
Okay. Ding, ding,
1892. Ding, ding. I always love those where they go back to like literally 1800, and it's like, who the fuck is on here? like why was that ever a thing? Like by the time they had invented the internet in 1995, anybody who was born in 1899 was already at least 95 years old, turning 96 that year. So like, what the fuck was the point of having the 1800s included in the drop down? Like, Jesus Christ.
As far as how beautiful America is, I mean, day to day, month to month, pretty much year to year, Philbo and I are restricted to the Southeast United States. We might travel a little bit, but like we live in a certain area. But at the same time, this Tail of the Dragon, I don't know if you watched the video, saw what it was, but basically like to me and Scooter, and in the future Slater and Cooter, that's basically our Autobahn. I'm sure that you're familiar with the Autobahn. Instead of ripping ass 180 miles an hour in a straight line in like 19 lanes of traffic,
Right.
what we did is we turned in like what is it, 13 miles with 312 turns. Dude, it's gorgeous scenery. Like, we stopped off several times because it's got a giant lake, a reservoir. I mean, it's gorgeous, man. It's like you're up in the woods, nobody's bothering you.
Yeah.
But
100%. I really like that, like the Tennessee, North Carolina, like that mountain area. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a gorgeous part of the Appalachians. And what is cool about the East Coast, like Appalachians, like every like state, like every area has like its own different like appeal. Like the Virginia Highlands are very beautiful, and then like you go up into Maine and it's like these massive fucking peaks, and it's just absolutely stunning. So like there's just so much to see here. So but anyway,
I think there's one southern state that's excluded from the Appalachians, and that's South Carolina, right?
You may be right about that. I don't top of my head.
I think it peels into Kentucky.
You know what?
Kentucky,
fuck South Carolina. So yes, we're gonna get flagged for hate speech.
Someone else.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so let's see, where are we at right now? We got the other thing that's absolutely, yeah. I threw up the picture of Slater too.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So the other thing,
so excited about that. He took like 45 minutes before he
did it. He was doing his hair the entire time, getting slung around the car like this.
His product. I told him he had to get out of the car to do it.
Right.
Like, whenever we turned around,
you're like, don't get that on my fucking seats, bro.
If you get that on my fucking seat, I kill you. Like, no one ever sees you again. Trust me, this is the country for that. We'll just throw you down a hill.
Right, exactly. They'll never find you. We'll have a true crime podcast about his disappearance.
Right.
No. So what else is great about the United States? Are you ready for it, Josh? Because I'm ready for it. No matter where you go in the United States, you can get a taco or a burrito, but there is a debate as to which one is better. I know what my answer is. Do you know what your answer is?
I do.
All right, you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Burrito.
Taco.
You can't just wait till I say it and then take the opposite one
at the same time.
Okay, well, I guess there's a little bit of delay.
And I'm a true taco fanatic.
Well, and here's how I knew you were gonna say taco, because you came to me, you as a person, as a man, as a grown man,
with a request.
You came to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. You said to me, I want a taco. I want a taco, Don. And I had to say no, because burritos are fucking superior, and here's why. So it's been scientifically proven. By the way, so you came to me and you're like, dude, the tacos at Chipotle, they slap the most. And that's a little bit of a biased thing, because when you worked at Chipotle, you were able to make your own tacos, so you could fucking make them fucking slap as hard as you wanted to, like layer on as much meat, as much whatever as you fucking wanted. But for us plebs, it's been scientifically documented by several YouTube channels that you get less meat. You get less meat when you go for actually, you get less meat. You get less food overall when you do a taco at Chipotle versus a burrito or a bowl.
Hang on. First of all, this discussion will not revolve around Chipotle.
It will not, but I'm starting there because I know in the past you have claimed, which is an interesting choice, that the tacos are the best food at Chipotle. Where I'm of the burrito stance, which, I mean, how can you not be? So,
okay, so let's start. So now there are a lot of things you can bring up. There is a difference between a taco and a burrito.
Right.
Taco, burrito. Okay. So, at my understanding, and this is not. So we're not talking Tex-Mex. We're talking like true Mexican cuisine.
Right. Yep.
So, northern Mexico, like close to the border, but true Mexican cuisine, tacos and burritos both use flour tortillas. Whereas
that is
Southern Mexico, tacos are strictly corn tortillas, and a burrito is a large flour tortilla.
That's true. So far, the facts are the facts.
Right. So Ignore the Tex-Mex burritos that you've ever gotten because they're not loosely wrapped small tortillas covered in sauce. That's not a burrito.
Okay.
So, but what I've always understood to be a taco is a small flour or corn tortilla, and it does not include rice and or beans.
I guess usually that's the case. I don't know if that's a true technicality. I thought it always. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, generally that's true.
But a burrito, even in Tex-Mex or American burritos, the only distinction is like a California burrito where they put fucking French fries in the shit. And
I've never seen that. I mean, I have in Greece there was a thing about French fry gyros, but I've never heard of
California. There's a California burrito, and it's a real thing, and it's like replacing rice and beans because you're getting all your food staples, even though you're eating it in a piece of fucking bread. Like you're getting French fries instead of rice and beans.
That is the weirdest choice. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of putting.
That's why I will never eat a California burrito ever.
I would try it. I would try it. I mean, you gotta. There's also like there's a lot of Hispanic people in California. So if as long as a Hispanic person is putting French fries in my burrito, I'll definitely try it. I mean, I'll try anything once.
These are the white people trying too hard. I promise you.
Okay.
So, anyway,
that's hate speech, Josh.
God damn it, we're taken down again. But I've also I've looked into it, and the amount of toppings is a source of debate. So
fair enough.
To where the traditional taco will get 2 to 3, a burrito can hold like 5 to 10 toppings because you're just wrapping it up and rolling it. And so like they don't heat it up, they don't crunch it, they don't do anything like that. You just fucking pick it up and slop it down. But you can add all these different toppings, but a taco is traditionally, at least in Mexico, like it's limited to just a couple things. It's more of a snack or a light meal.
Right, I hear you. I mean, it's also more of a street food too. I feel like a burrito is, you take that into your home, you give it a place, you hang up a stocking for it on Christmas. It's more of something to be enjoyed within the hearth. So yeah, I definitely get that.
It's
more of a hearty
meal.
More
of a meal. It's a hearty thing. It's more of like if I'm Italian, the gooba gabas. Like if I'm Italian,
that's hate speech, Josh.
God damn it. God damn it. I guess I can't say God damn it either. That's I'm painting myself into a corner here, people. Help me out.
Maybe you're just a piece of shit. I don't know.
Maybe I just hate everyone. I don't know. But I love fucking tacos and burritos. I just
Who doesn't?
The way I understand it is a burrito really when you actually take all the arguments and put them together, the only real thing is the size of the tortilla.
Size of the tortilla, look, size of your tortilla matters. No, I think
Oh, you've seen the size of my tortilla.
I think you're right. I mean, it is consistently like you can eat a bigger tortilla for a burrito. It's just part of the fucking math of the way it's out. I think really like the big takeaway for me though is like we kind of touched on it though. Like a burrito is a meal. Like you generally get more when you get a burrito, and it's not like it's not like I really like I like getting tacos too sometimes like when I'm in the mood for that. But if I have a choice, generally speaking, between tacos and burrito, I'm a big boy. I'm gonna get that big boy portion. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to town. I'm gonna get the fucking queso and the guac on that bitch. I'm gonna go
the fucking guac,
rice and beans. Yeah,
sour cream.
Fuck yeah, dog. You're
gonna let the Chipotle employees prove their wizardry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's a big thing too. Is like nobody
that shit up. Get an extra tortilla if you need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which I love it. I love it when they had to bring out an extra tortilla. I'm like, yeah, give me that shit. I'm like, yeah, I fucking that was me. That wasn't you. That was me. I did that.
Right. See, my thing is, I actually like. There was a great taco place in Savannah. There was actually one in Pooler and one in Savannah.
There was a great. Now we talked about this. This isn't tacos. Sorry, this is a little bit off taco. Did you ever go to Zunzi's or Zunzi's?
Zunzi's.
Oh, okay, yeah. You went there?
Well, I was offered a job by them, and I'm familiar with them. Yeah.
They actually have one. They sold out. They have one in Atlanta now. I think I told you that about that before. But like they sold, but like the menu's the exact, like they didn't change anything. Just sold to a group. Yeah. I still have, I fucking need to go, but dude, yeah, Zunzi's, fucking love that. So good. Savannah has so many like random little spots like that. Like a South African sandwich shop. Like who the fuck, like who would have thought that's a thing? But it was pretty badass. Yeah.
But there was a taco shop, and it was what was it called? The Taco Stash.
The taco Stash. I didn't even know about that place.
Yeah, the Taco Stash, and there was one in Pooler, but there was one on Abercorn. I always ordered from the one on Pooler because you already fucking know.
I know why.
But
shout out Savannah.
but they named everything after a different type of mustache.
Oh, that's legit.
But it was different. Like they had the Mario, like they had an Italian taco. But
I like that.
They stuck to the taco rules. And they had the gringo, which I'm not allowed to say apparently, but that was literally like an American taco. It's just ground beef, fucking cheese, sour cream, lettuce, tomatoes.
Love it.
And not exceeding, but they never exceeded five topics. Like it was a taco. They didn't make burritos. It was a taco stand, and they were expensive.
God forbid.
Like every fucking dude, they had some. It was called the what was it called? The 8th grade bully, and they had the little like pictures of the mustache and the 8th grade bully, and it was just
like peach fuzz,
little peach fuzz, and the 8th grade bully. But it was like, God, it was like Korean pork with pickled onions and
interesting
cilantro.
Choice.
And it was just like, I'm the 8th grade bully. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But it was so good. I remember, dude, these things, like you could order them. They'd show up an hour later, and it's almost like they needed to marinate for an hour. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get to you. But it was but they were also like $6 a taco.
That's the other phenomenon that comes on like in the food truck era. Like people are out here paying like $15 for a grilled cheese, and I'm like, bruh. I'm like, why? Like you can make that grilled cheese for like $3 at your house. Like don't pay $15. It would be like $1 a grilled cheese, but I mean the total overall spend would be $15 for the ingredients. For the entire fucking sack of ingredients.
I got a loaf of bread and a whole thing of Kraft singles right now, and
you can't make it. You can't make it artisan grilled cheese with Kraft. I'm sorry, I'm not. Kraft belongs on burgers, and even then, fucking anything else is better than Kraft. Anything fucking else is better than Kraft. I am a cheese. I'm a cheese fucking what's it called? Stiff person.
You don't even
know what I'm saying. I forget what the word. I don't know why I'm blanking on the word. Like
wait,
elitist.
First of all, Slaying Siren, you watch your mouth because
we just call it toast. What? Oh no, toast is literally okay. No, we don't. We call toast bread. No, bread is bread. No. Whoa! All right, back the shit up. Okay, so the English invented toast. I don't know if you knew that or not. Maybe the French invented it. I don't know. But fucking all toast is bread that has been heated up. That's all. Generally speaking, you're supposed to put butter on toast. You can put jam on toast. People even like if you're Australian, you can put Vegemite on toast. I don't fucking care. But toast is just heated up bread. If you add cheese to it, to any item at all, and then you put that's toast. Toasted bread is toast. Toast. That's what it is. It's just toast.
Hang on.
Hold on.
Take a time out.
I'm gonna start fumbling. Hold me back, bro. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight it.
Don't get him, bro.
Bro, if you put another piece of bread and cheese between it, what does that fucking become? If you have 2 pieces of bread with a goddamn something in the middle of it, what does that become? It becomes a fucking sandwich. It's not toast. It's not fucking toast. Jesus Christ. Why does it have to be reiterated? It's fucking like, it's literally just a sandwich, dude. You got a sandwich. And when we have different names for different sandwiches because guess what? America, caca, motherfucker. And it's called grilled cheese. It's called a grilled cheese. Jesus Christ. Can we ban her? Get a mod in here and ban her for I will not have it. I will not have it.
Get in here, Trigger.
Dude, grilled cheese is grilled cheese, homie. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I look, Austin. Look, if you want to tell me what we're supposed to call sausage, like that's a German thing, like fucking go off on that shit. But do not tell me what to call a grilled cheese.
Stop. You won't like him when he's angry, kids.
I'll turn green, and it's a whole thing.
By the way, clip that because that's gonna be fucking great. For our TikTok kids, you 14 to 15-year-olds, you'll get to enjoy that. But Slang Siren, I think you're mistaken. I mean,
Josh is gonna give you the gentlemanly approach, which is interesting because usually the roles are reversed.
Usually, I just don't lose my head that easy. But
dude, grilled cheese sets me off.
Okay.
I'm ready. You go ahead.
Let's calm down. So you take a sip of your.
I didn't just walk away. I just need to walk away for a second.
You give him a breath, Siren. Like, I apologize for his outburst. He's gonna have to go. I guess punch holes in the wall or something like that. But at the same time, we here in the United States, we take our sandwiches very, very seriously. And I think you did break Philbo. I think you really did. So all he wants is an explanation. It's not toast, so please don't say that again. Grilled cheese is sacred to us here in the Southeast United States. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's just a staple. Like, your mom doesn't have time for you. She cooks you grilled cheese. You have a cold rate.
Your mom doesn't have time for you. Sad violin plays in the background.
You have a cold, rainy day, and you fix yourself a nice grilled cheese with good cheese, not Kraft, and you dunk it in some, tomato soup, or you eat it with a little soup and watch a sad movie. You just have yourself a good little cry.
You sit down and watch The Notebook.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a ritual to grilled cheese.
Hello,
yeah, exactly.
Darkness, my old friend. Come to talk to Philbo again.
Literally, dude, I'm gonna need some counseling after this. Like, Jesus Christ.
I think so. She broke you, bro.
Whew. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't know. Maybe you need to start drinking. I don't know.
I've only got 1.5 liters of tequila in the cupboard, so we got that covered. Yeah, dude. Anyway, so
are you calmed down now?
Nah, we got it. Let's get back to tacos and burritos because we mostly agree on that front. Now I will say if we're going like street version of anything, tacos are super superior. Like, there's no fucking getting around. But if I'm gonna go Tex-Mex, usually like Chipotle, like not QSR, so like Chipotle is excluded from this. Like, just a Tex-Mex restaurant, usually burritos. Although my go-to is an enchilada, which is really just a smothered burrito. So, but I mean, not really, because there's usually less ingredients in an enchilada, and they're usually on the side for some reason. I don't know why. Like, there's so many different ways to eat the same exact ingredients, but there are.
It's so good.
But it's
no
so good.
Yeah,
exactly.
No matter how you take it out, it's so good. Fajitas.
It's fucking delicious. Yeah, exactly. You can't go, dude. Fajitas like so bomb too. I haven't had fajitas in so. Maybe next time I'm gonna get fajitas. I haven't had fajitas in so fucking long.
Papas and beer makes the best fajitas, bro.
Bro, we need to go. So here's the other thing too.
If I ever hear you order a chicken fajita, I'll murder you where you sit.
I just like chicken in general. I mean, I'll order a steak fajita. Just the same. Doesn't really matter to me.
Fajitas are steak.
Why can't they be? People do shrimp fajitas?
But that's an American thing.
You said that's not an American thing, or that is an American?
It is an American thing.
To do non-steak fajitas?
Yes.
That's because we're inventive, baby. We innovate. We put more shit on there, because we like our shit the way that we like our shit. Josh. Come on.
I mean, I don't hate it, but at the same time, a true fajita is a skirt steak.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
What?
It's okay, anyway. Siren. He's not gonna box himself up and send him over there. He's calm down.
Yeah, just don't fucking say toast again, and I won't. Shit.
Don't say toast again. Don't. Just don't.
I mean, you could say toast, just don't call it toasted bread, and don't call it grilled cheese toast. Like, that doesn't even make sense. How is would you put cheese? No, don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it.
I can't hold it back, bro. I can't hold it back
She's working me up, man. She's working me up.
Damn it.
Hold on. I got the anger management hotline on speed dial. Give me a second.
We're gonna need you to speak to someone. And it's Jacob Collins.
He's got a great anger management program. Go to Thailand and smoke a bunch of weed and chill.
Yeah,
and fight monkeys in the jungle. Yeah. That's the entire program. I mean, shit, I can get on board with that anytime.
I'm actually impressed, Siren, that you could get him worked up to that point, because I haven't seen him worked up like that in a while.
Since last week.
Since last week.
Yeah.
Since I iced him 42 times in one day.
I will say, if you have like a little Mexican restaurant that's like legit and like what's really cool about where I live, like I live in a part of town that was very blue collar traditionally over the last like 50, 60 years. There's been a lot of gentrification lately, but there's a Buford Highway here in Atlanta. Like there's a lot of ethnic food over there. Like you got Chinese, you got a lot of Hispanic food, you got a lot, like there's like Peruvian places, just anything you can imagine. It's all over there. And they have some legitimate, like real authentic Mexican places. And I got a burrito from there once and it was fucking good. So, I can't get, like, if you're gonna go, like, that's my other take too. Usually it's burritos, like 8 times out of 10 it's for a burrito. If I go a food truck, probably a taco, and if I feel like I'm in a lighter mood, taco all the way. Other than that, dude, I'm getting my fucking sustenance. I'm going burrito. I'm going hard. Just the way that I feel. So to bring it back together.
Yeah, I'm more of a high spender. So I usually, if I'm going to a nice restaurant, like like a taco truck, it's hard for me to resist a taco truck. Like you and I, like coming back.
How do you resist that?
Coming back from the range, like I had to like literally restrain Philbo. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a Subway inside. It might not be that good, but no, dude. Like up at my outside gas station where I get my cigarettes, there's a taco stand, and I'll just like, here's $5. Give me
That's
3
legit.
fucking tacos.
Yeah.
And yeah,
is that the sound effect that happens when you eat tacos? It's like what's the Dukes of Hazzard one? Just
that's hate speech. You can't do that.
TikTok's not that sophisticated. We're fine.
In the land of cotton, look away, look away, look away.
Yeah, so you can't actually sing the words though. That's hate speech. So yeah, anyway, do we have any stories left? I feel like we have some. Oh, you got to drop us a Jaeger diary. I don't know if we have time for that though, to get properly in and out of that. You know what I'm saying?
So a Jaeger diary. So
I don't think you should, because we only got like 15 minutes left.
I don't know if clean it out.
It's not about you presenting the story. It's about us commenting on it during and after. That's what's gonna run over. But if you think you can make it, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you.
Do I need to put my Jaeger hat on?
I think you should put your Jaeger hat on for the Jaeger diary. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. All right, here he goes. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Also, to quickly piggyback on the taco versus burrito argument, the only correct answer for favorite type of pizza is Chicago style. Just putting that out there. You all can figure that one out on your own. But you got the Jaeger hat on. He means fucking business. Hit me with the old 1-2, Josh. Tell the kids a story.
So the year was 2005.
It was a dark and stormy night.
It actually wasn't. It was pretty clear.
Okay.
But, I used to sneak out of my parents' house all the time, right? Difference is I had just been put on medication for a certain personality disorder
called being dumb as fuck.
Right. And I'm not going to disclose it. It was Lexapro. But
it rhymed with Exapro.
It rhymed with Dexapro and Mexapro and Burrito-Pro.
And Spexapro.
But I literally had been on I had been on it for like 2 days, but at the same time,
so you thought to yourself, let's mix Jaeger with the fucking Lexapro.
I was only 17 years old.
Fair enough.
But I've always known people and known parties and this and that, and snuck out with my friend.
As one does.
And we had already been gifted the invitation of living with these people because we were kind of tired of our living situations. You know, we were going to do what we were going to do, but anytime they had a party, and they were adults, they were 22, 23, they were going to Johnson and Wales University in Charlotte, which is giant culinary university. So anytime we went, there was always badass food. But so we went, and they had a game, and it was called Jaeger Pong. I know you might be familiar with beer pong.
Dude, we should have played Jaeger Pong at the cabin. Damn, missed opportunity.
Idea.
No, missed opportunity. I think.
I threw that idea down, and Slater shot it down.
Like, that would have, bro. Come on.
He was like he was the only bro that was drinking with me pretty much the whole time, and he was like, "Dude, we're gonna end up fighting, and I don't want to do that." I was like, "I know." Every time, for some reason, every time Sans won this story, every time I play liquor pong, we just fight. Like, I don't know why everybody gets upset. Like, you drink half a bottle of liquor in 30 minutes, and that's it.
But I don't ever get that way. Like, I don't understand why it affects people. Like, that's just me.
Keep going. It doesn't me recently, but anyway. So we went up there, and they wanted to play Jaeger Pong, and I was like, I'm good at beer pong. I should be good at Jaeger Pong.
Right.
However, I was on Schmexapro, and
I thought you were gonna say, however, I was on Troops.
Nah, never did anything like that in high school. But I remember. So this was one of the greatest nights in my early high school career, or late high school career, early life, to where I think like 3 games in, we were winning, but I was still drinking fucking Jaeger every time a ball dropped, every time going out and smoking cigarettes, everything I shouldn't be doing on Schmexapro.
Sure.
And then I freaked out at one point, and like this one guy was hitting on me, and I was like, dude, get the fuck away from me. I was like, I know I'm hot. I'm built out of fucking wood. But at the same time, get the fuck away from me. And he pushed it too far, and I fought him, and I threw him off the fucking porch and all this shit. And
so you handled it well. Yeah.
Kids, if you're listening, this is how you handle a problem. But
throw it off a porch.
Threw it off the fucking porch. And I was like the king of the party. And everybody was like, yeah. Like, and went back in to play another game, and then one of my potential future roommates was like, I want to suck your dick right now. And I was like, let me just have a little more Jaeger, and I'll be right up. And then I played like 3 more games of Jaeger Pong, and I was shitty out of my mind. And then like the Schmexapro like started doing weird shit, and I was like seeing shit. And I was like, they found me wandering in the backyard. Like I was talking to people that weren't there and shit.
Oh, goddamn.
Like, but they corralled me in. And then I tried to fight everybody else because I was like, no, I'm talking to my friends. And I was like, y'all are my friends. Like, trust me.
The trees are my friends.
It's like, these people out here are my friends. Y'all are my fucking friends. And they're like, no, it's okay. Shh. Like, God, just go to bed. You've already whipped an ass or two. Like, just go to bed.
Right.
And like, you've done your diligence. You've torn the house up and thrown shit. You're fine. And so then I wake up and with the worst hangover of all time because of this shit.
Right.
And guess who's there to take care of me?
Your best friend?
My future roommate.
Nice.
Who was a hot ass female. And
nice.
She's like, I tried, but we couldn't get it going last night. You were just too drunk. You want to do it now? And I was like, and I'm 17 and she was 22. And I was like, give me a glass of water and then jump on, bitch. No, it was, dude.
You're like, I'll wind up the ride. Let's get it going.
Don't worry about it. I'll start without you. Let's get back in.
Let me warm up.
I just remember I was like, you know what? Like when I left, I was like, you know what? I think this could be a good place to live.
I feel safe here.
I feel safe here for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, I love that. That's hilarious. Yeah, dude. Unfortunately, I don't have any crazy stories like that.
Yeah, you do.
I might, but not that I can think of right now. But I'll tell you what, we kept it in in like a 6-minute Jaeger diary, and that's like a record.
Well, if it doesn't involve Mike Goldman, it doesn't go all night.
That's true. That's true.
Because if I have to involve him, dude, then I have to comment on everything he does.
Right. Then it's like a 45-minute fucking story because there's just so much extra shit happening. So many like fucking random people coming out of nowhere, making it that much more interesting.
But that one was like the prequel Jaeger Diary. Like, trust me, there are more. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's good to go back. You know, it's good to start at the beginning. So I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we went back to the beginning.
Yeah. So like, if you're actually reading the Tom Clancy novels, do you do it chronologically or do you do it as the time is chronological in the stories?
That's a good question. I
don't know. I think, dude, Jaeger Diaries Part 1 and 2. I don't think those were the best too. Trust me, I have more.
Well, the thing, but they may not be the best two, but they were some pretty fucking good ones.
Oh, it's not the best ones. Trust me. One involves me kissing a dude. So.
Woo! And it wasn't me. I'm actually kind of jealous. No. You know, we haven't kissed. Should we fix that? Should we do that live? I feel like we should wait till we're live. So we have our mobile mics.
That's OnlyFans.
Man,
like,
I'll tell you.
What do you want me to do to him?
Yeah, for $15, you choose what we do next.
Right.
And it's loud history. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just progressively less and less sexual.
Right. Like, again, how do you want me to use this?
Yeah. Put it on the gin, baby. All right, well, we're gonna hit the sounder because we're at the end. You ready? It's coming right now. Oh, and it's not playing for some reason. I don't know why it's not playing. That's so weird because I'm pulling it right off of the. Oh, because it's muted. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here it goes. There it is. Well, there were no chops given out today during the stream, but, and I know we have a semi-rule against this, Slaying Siren gets a chop because it's not fucking toast. It's grilled cheese. Yeah, I fucking went there. Oh,
shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, say toast one more time, motherfucker. So that's part of the deal. You'll have to put that in the dicking around.
Joey's not gonna like that.
I don't think Joey cares if we chop our own audience members. That's just part of the show. If he cares, then he gets a chop.
Here it is, Siren. I'm gonna chop him for chopping you because you were the only person active in the chat on Twitch. So that unchops the fucking chop. So don't worry about it. All right.
Don't worry about it. Anthony
Rendon,
chop. Bryce Harper,
chop.
The Phillies,
Philadelphia Phillies, chop.
Philadelphia as a city,
chop.
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 Anybody who's not Kirby Smart as a coach in the NCAA, chop.
Nick Saban, chop.
See, okay, you know what? I take it back. She said grilled cheese. That's fine.
There it is.
I appreciate that. That's as long as you recognize the American supremacy in the language of. One day you'll make me toast and it'll just be bread because that's what toast is, bruh, homie. So anyway, the fucking what was I saying? Yeah, okay, so you don't get a chop. I retract the chop.
Siren's just chewing your performance up, I'll tell you that.
I'm just tripping over myself. That's fine. So, for everybody who checked us out today, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody who checked us out on TikTok. We got like 505 likes on the stream, so that's not nothing. Appreciate that.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll take it. That's almost as many followers as we have. So thanks guys for tuning in. If you really like what you see, keep tuning in. Keep watching. We're gonna be around for a while. We're really upping our game over on TikTok. Tune into Twitch if you want, if that's your thing. I feel like it's more interactive on Twitch. It's more of a community on Twitch. We also got links to our Patreon, our merch, all of our stuff is out there. So check that shit out. We also go live on YouTube. If you want to watch on YouTube, you're more than welcome to. Wherever it is that you feel comfortable dicking around, that's where we want you to dick around with us day in and day out, every fucking Friday live at 5, except when we make amendments to that, which has been done more recently than we like to do, but that's fine.
We're back on schedule, bitches.
We're back on schedule. That being said, yeah, check us out, guys. Josh, your thoughts?
Ditto. But we need somebody else in the Twitch stream because Slaying Siren just took over it and upset Philbone. We can't have that.
I will go nuclear on the grilled cheese argument. I didn't even know there was an argument to be had, but apparently there is one.
Apparently there was.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine.
We'll
do
Slaying
it.
Siren next time. Just comment on his 5 head and then say toast. But
oh Lord. But you could say toast. I will have no idea what you actually mean because toast is toast. And that's all you need to know. That should be the name of the episode. Toast is toast.
You still upset.
I'm very upset about this. I'm very upset.
You rung a bell that I didn't know could be rung.
Toast is toast, bro. I mean, that's the thing too, because real quick, toast fucking like sometimes toast just fucking slaps. Sometimes toast, sometimes bread with butter that's toasted is and it's called toast is fucking amazing. It's just anyway,